Hello, everybody. We're back here. Oh, let me fix the little scene right there. That is going to need a quick refresh. There we go. Now it should look normal. Beautiful. How are you all doing? Hope you're doing good. Getting back into the moose grind. We're going to see what happens today. It's been over 4,000 kills now. We're currently at 4,050 on the dot. So in other words, hey, it's been a while. When's it gonna happen, man? Yeah, we better get it today, man. We better. How is everybody doing? Hey, Amanda, Dylan, Talon, Chicken, Dear People, Bubba, Titanus, A Normal Kid, Jack, Aiden, Cod God, JR, Fox, Ronnie, Star Wars for Life, French Fry, Soper, Nathan, Logan. How's everybody doing? Let's get this freaking great one, man. It's been so absurdly stubborn. Hey, Ben, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Throwbacks to the Red Deer? I know, right? Those 6K Red Deer grinds. My gosh, those are bad. I gotta readjust the chat size so I can see it better. There we go. Now it's the right size. Now I can see all of you. Oh my gosh. So where's our mail? Now that I think of it, this actually might have been the last place I went. Sometimes whenever you exit the game, it takes away the last hunting pressure, so that's probably what happened. I'm assuming we shot him there. Hey Thunder, how's it going? Fourth zone queen? I mean, maybe. Maybe. There's a little fella right there. He's scared? Probably. I mean, I don't blame him. I'd be scared too if somebody was trying to hunt me down. I don't blame all of these moose, to be honest. There we go. Get the other herd in there as well. Yeah, that's not too bad, Bubba. That's a good amount of rares. And then an average amount of trolls and diamonds, I would say. Diamonds and trolls, they kind of go hand in hand. It's like, as long as you're getting a decent bit of fives, you're good, you know? Naturally, a lot of them are going to troll with moose. This moose right here is being a little bit stubborn, though. Okay, turn now. Yes, there we go. Keep the female moose out of the way, and got him. Ah, man, that was all just up to what she was gonna do. You're level 32 and have shot 5 diamonds, 1 great one, and 3 rares? Yeah, that is pretty lucky, dude. That's pretty great. That is like a whole nother level of holy... Oh, that's a 4. Not gonna lie, I thought that was a big 3 for a second. Oh, just thousands of attempts at it, Amanda. That's really all it comes down to. I mean, we have a total of 5,320 moose kills, and I've gone for the heart on every single one of those shots. So after a while, you just kind of get it down. Just gets to a point where you remember where it is. Good old 3.14. He gets to live to fight another day. You know, this is honestly my favorite zone to go to over here. Because we get to see 3.14 and watch everybody tell me that I missed a piebald. Oh. I mean, tempted to shoot it, but there could be a male over here. And I don't want to spook them off if there possibly is one close. Hey, Burger, I'm doing good. Yes, he gets to live until the great one is here. Then we'll take him. And you know what? We might even leave him past then. You know what? I'm going to do the same thing for him that I've done with Lucky. Lucky on Leighton Lakes, he gets to live until we get the typical rack. Great one whitetail. So, ooh, that's a big 4. That actually might be a diamond. Hold up. Hold up. That might be a diamond. Oh, no, that's not a diamond. That's not a diamond. Oh my gosh. I got baited so hard there. But yeah, I'm going to do the same thing for 3.14. What we're going to do is we will shoot Mr. 3.14 whenever we get the Fabled Birch or Two-Tone Great One with the typical rack. Because that is my goal. Fabled Birch or Fabled Two-Tone with the typical rack. If we can get that, then we'll shoot him. Then we'll shoot 3.14. But he gets to live until then. Just like Lucky gets to live until we get the typical Great One Whitetail. What is it with me and just loving the typical racks? They just look so good. Like, they always nail it. Yeah, this guy's either 250s or 260s. Like, he's a small male. Very small male. Yeah, that's definitely not big. He's definitely at least 10 points below diamond. Oh, who said 258? It was Chicken. Chicken literally called it 258. That's hilarious. Nice call, dude. Nice call. That was like dead on. Man. Big moves to start the day off with, though. What about Spruce and typical rack? To be honest, anything with typical rack I'll be happy with. The way I see it is I have a specific goal, right? With wanting a Fabled Two-Tone or a Fabled Birch with the typical rack. And then I'd also like those fur types with the big non-typical rack. But I would also be very happy with literally any fur type with either of those racks. So if we get any fur type with the big non-tip or the typical, then I will be happy with it. But I definitely would prefer Fabled Two-Tone or Fabled Birch with the typical or the big non-typical. Yeah, one of my viewers came up with that, John. They came up with it the other day. I cannot remember who it was. I think there was a couple people in chat that were saying to do it. And so we ended up doing it. I was like, you know, that is genius, actually. And it was like 2 days after Pi Day, so it made sense. Hey, Pancake, you didn't miss anything, man, except a decent level 4. We killed a level 4 that was close to diamond, but not quite there. Man, we got a bunch of small males popping up as well. See if we can get this guy. Ah, missed the hard shot barely. That second shot hit him, though. That's going to take him down quicker. Oh, dude, that dodge. He's insane. He's insane. Ah, I gotta reload. That would probably help. Yeah, Flinch, I remember you. Of course I do. Of course I do. You've been here the last, like, 2 or 3 days. Oh, no. That was an easy shot and I missed it. I think that's the first time in a couple days I've missed one of the shots on the one over here in this zone. I didn't even hit vitals there. Oof. He's not gonna die. That's for sure. Yeah, we do, Amanda. You're right. I probably should change the gun's skins up a little bit. Let's go adjust these skins a bit and see what else we can do. I mean, honestly. I don't know. Let's do something different. I really love this skin. Like, the Revontuli Revontuli Coast Flectarn's got to be one of my favorites of the new ones. And honestly, that right there. That's pretty sick. And then we just got the bright muzzle brake because, you know, why not? Screw it. Then we can do something like... I don't mind that, actually. That's pretty nice. What do you guys think of that? I actually don't mind that. That's pretty sick. Not gonna lie. That's pretty sick. Yeah, I like that. We're gonna do that. I mean, it looks a little odd, but it kind of works. And then this one's looking nice. Yeah, we'll roll with it. Why not? Got my first great one whitetail at 14 kills. Nice, Ego. That is awesome. That is not too bad. That seems about the average. That's about where most of mine show up, is around like 1 to 2,000, and usually around like 13 to 14, 1,500. That is awesome, my dude. What's my longest kill great one grind? It was a red deer grind that took 6,700 kills. 6.7 thousand kills over the course of a few weeks. But that was back when I was grinding like 7 to 10 hours a day. So it went by quick still. But it was a lot of kill count. It was definitely the most kills it ever took me. You like the Mississippi digital camo? I think I know which one you're talking about. I like all of the new ones pretty much. Most of the new ones look really good. $13K kills, still no great one. Been grinding since March 1st. That's for red deer, right, Ben? That's insane, man. And I'm curious about something. Has that been all no HM, all HM, or a mix of both? I can't remember if you started with HM and you transitioned off of it, or if you've never done it, or what. Really be interesting to see, though. How much does a membership cost? They are 99 cents. And the way that you become a member is by clicking the join button next to the sub button. And if that's not there, there should be a link in the description that'll take you to it. Let's see what we can do here. We get this little guy. And also, is he the only male here? Oh, no, there's a male there. I was going to say, if there's only one male, that might be bad news. We actually do have another male here. He actually was a better one, too. If only I had seen this guy sooner. Boom! I think that's a kill shot. That should take him down. Okay, gotcha, Ben. Yeah. Was just curious, you know? I try to, like, get the details on every grind that I can so I can, like, further figure out if it has an effect or not, right? Because I don't believe it does, but, you know, there's a lot of people that have the opinion that it does, so I always want to see what the numbers are like for people that have done it and haven't done it. That's interesting that you did 7,000 with HM and 5K with no HM and still don't have a great one red deer. That's insanity. No matter how you're grinding, that's a ridiculously long grind. I hope you get that thing soon, man. No, gifted memberships are random, Mike. Even if somebody did do a gifted membership, it goes to a random person in chat, and it favors people that are in the chat the most. Got your first great one whitetail after 150 or so kills? That's pretty crazy, Alan. That's pretty crazy. What is the spook radius now? Around like 220, 230. I have not figured out the exact distance, but it's around 220 to 230. Oh, I don't blame you, Ben. That's kind of how I am with the bears, right? Like, I can only do so much bear hunting before I just can't do anymore. Which also reminds me, today at 5 p.m., I'm not sure if that's 5 p.m. Pacific time or Eastern time, but Caitlin, one of the moderators here and longtime friend of the channel, has got her great one bear to spawn. She got to spawn on stream last night. I'm sure some of you saw the notification go out in Discord. It's Eastern time? Okay. So that means in like 15 minutes, she's going to be taking down her great one bear. So if you guys want to see that, feel free to do it. I don't mind sacrificing some viewership so that you guys can watch Caitlin's Great One Bear get taken down. So if you want to do that, feel free to. She'll most likely post the link in the Discord in the, like, friends videos chat or whatever it's called. So yeah, that's going to be pretty sweet. 15 minutes from now, or around there, Caitlin's going to take down her second Great One Black Bear. I believe she said this one took like 1,600 kills. I don't know how she does it. I can't get that lucky. Yeah, she does, Burger. It's the exact same channel as what you would see in chat when she's moderating. It's pretty crazy, though. She has 2 Great One Bears in less kills than it took me to not find one. That's insanity. Well, what have I done for the bears to be so mean? Yeah, she did all the grinding on stream as well. Over the course of, like, the last few months, right? How many kills are we into the grind already? We're at over 4,000 on this grind. Oh, there's 2 males. Okay. I had to reintroduce this zone into the grind. And there should be another zone over here. Oh, yeah, they're not there, but this zone's here. This one's got a couple males in it. It's been very consistent so far. So, definitely interested in seeing what we can get this zone to behave like. We take it down. Your mic is wired? I mean, yes, there is a wire attached to my mic. Definitely is. I believe it's a USB-C. It's a piebald Dusky. Yeah, there we go. Johnny just posted the link to Caitlin's channel. She does pretty much daily Call the Wild streams at this point, so if you guys haven't checked her out, be sure to do so. Very, like, chill streams, hunting bears and stuff. Definitely recommend checking it out since she's going to be taking down her Great One very shortly. Alexis, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing great. No, we're not going to a different map, Mike. We're grinding for a Great One. If I go to another map, then I'd have to reset everything up. This is where I got all my moose grind and stuff. Killed something like 600 reindeer with no diamond. Wow, yeah, that's crazy, Philip. Did you have trolls, though? Because reindeer are known for having lots of level 5s and then being trolls 99% of the time. There we go. That guy's down. Let's reset the time and try to get the rest of them here. Hey, Owen, how's it going? No, Excel, he's still alive. We're keeping him alive until we get the Great One that we want. So, he gets to stay on the map until we get either a Fabled Birch or two-tone typical rack or big non-typical rack. So until those show up, he gets to stay alive. They are, Ben? Man, mine haven't been. I did a little bit of hunting on New England for the moose, and it seems like every single run they were all in different places. I could never get them to be at the same place twice. It was rough. That could just be bad luck, though. Killed a diamond duck and a piebald duck in the same day, but forgot to tax them. Oh no, Tigerski. That's unfortunate. Well, lucky for you, piebalds actually are not rare. So you'll definitely find more piebalds, but yeah, it's rough that you forgot to tax the diamond. That's rough. No, I didn't, Zachy. I haven't checked any Discords today. I jumped into the Fabled Ones chat briefly, but that was it. Let's go get this last one. We're going to drive the ATV over there. It's much quicker. Because that one is a bit away. Wish I had another tent to put there. Is the leucistic mallard rare? Yes, it is rare. No, that's our pet, Mike. That's our pet piebald. It's our good luck charm. We keep him on the map to hopefully give us the luck for future Great Ones and rares and diamonds. He's like our good luck charm. Hey, Caitlin, how's it going? You're doing your bear smokage in 10 minutes, right? No, Jacob, it's not. But we are smoking them like crazy regardless. Mr. Moosey. Where are you? We might need a main menu, actually. Wait, there's one. Oh, there's another. Where's the mails? There's a mail. I'll take that. From my experience, RS, I think it does. Anytime that I've heard somebody have problems with not getting a great one, they usually were not claiming their kills. Like, 9 times out of 10, when somebody tells me it's taken them 10k to get a great one, and they still haven't got it, half the time when I ask them if they've been claiming their kills, they're like, no, I haven't been claiming all my kills. So I think it does kind of like affect the great one spawns, possibly. And then I also do feel like there might be... to be honest, I might have discovered why my moose stopped respawning. It just dawned on me. The days that we were losing respawns were days I was making bad shots and not claiming like half of my moose because I made bad shots and they ran far away. I'm curious, does not claiming a lot of your moose cause the respawns to get screwed up? This was a conversation I had with iBuy a few months ago as well, because he had seen a few situations where viewers had had the exact same problem where their moose stopped respawning after they did like a run or two where they didn't claim a lot of them. And so like ever since I thought about that with the last couple days and how that could be the reason that they stopped is because I made a ton of bad shots and didn't pick them up. I'm making sure that I take extra time to make sure I claim them all and down them all. No, I don't think that would be why, Jacob. I claim all of mine. And herd management doesn't affect Great One spawns either, if that's what you're referring to. As somebody with 27 Great Ones, I've had many non-herd management grinds that were faster than herd management grinds, and I've had herd management grinds that were quicker. It's RNG at the end of the day. Even if there is some correlation, it's not enough to get a solid idea or look at whether or not it does. In my experience, there doesn't seem to be anything that increases Great One spawns. Besides just numbers. The more you play the game, the more Great One grinding you do, obviously the more Great Ones you're going to get, and the more times you'll have one-off scenarios where you get like 3 Great Ones in a short amount of time. Just the nature of the game, right? The more you play, the more chances you have of getting good stuff. Meaning like not picking up the animals. Oh, got you. Yeah, I wasn't sure because we had like both conversations there, so wasn't sure which one you were referring to. I get it now. No, that's not a piebald female. That's our pet. That's our little pet right there. You guys can probably see why we made him our pet. He is he's the mascot of the Moose Grind. The smallest rare I've ever had spawn. And so we decided to give him a name and keep him. He will forever live on our map until we get the exact Great One Moose that we want. RNG is like random number generator, right? It's like a randomized system. So what I'm saying is, like rares, Great Ones, as far as we can tell, seem to be at least primarily randomly generated. Like, you can't really predict when they're going to pop up. And obviously, people have different opinions on it. There's plenty that believe it affects them. I don't. After 27 Great Ones, I've seen a lot of inconsistencies that make it impossible to say, yes, it does affect it. There's too many inconsistencies. Hey, CJO, how's it going? What do we got over here? Assuming it's just a female, I spooked off. Yeah, Zachy. Did you have an even shorter grind? Because I know you were mentioning you got something. Did you have an even shorter grind? Also, another thing is, what's it called, Zachy? I measure like a grind's length in the kills. You got 180 kill bear grind. Oh my gosh. Dude. Now you're just showing off. 180 kills and you've got 4 typical rack, great one whitetail. Like, what type of deals you making with EW, huh? You making some deals with EW? You doing some things you're not proud of? It's a joke, by the way. Man, you gotta be the luckiest person in the world, Zachy. 180 kill great one bear grind and 4 typical rack great ones. Like, I can't even get a typical rack great one after 18 whitetail. That's crazy. Great one chant for a little bit? Maybe. We'll after this next run, if we don't have a great one, we'll do the great one chant. Remember, like I said, we gotta reserve that for special occasions. If we overuse it, then it loses its power. Maybe one of these days, Freebird. It's tough to organize collaborations. Hey, Aiden, how's it going, man? Oh, it can take a long time, Ignite. I have had 2 red deer grinds take over 6,000. And then I've also had some great one grinds take like 80 kills. My fastest great one grind ever was an 80 kill whitetail grind. And then I also had a 180 kill grind, but when you look at the like bigger picture of things, that's only 2 of my 27. Only 2 of my 27 were like sub 400. The rest, minimum 500 and usually over 1,000. And in some cases, those 6 and 7,000 grinds, or I guess 6 and 6.7k grinds on the rare occasions. And right now we're on one of my longest grinds ever at 4,070 roughly at this point. We're getting like the ultimate bad luck right now. Pretty bad. The ultimate bad luck. We get him. There we go. All right, later, Caitlin. Thank you for being here. Let's try to get this thing down. Beautiful level 3 does not want to be alerted. Okay. Wait. Oh my gosh, that's the one we shot last run. It's missing 25% of its health. There we go. That should be 3 down. Beautiful. He scored 631. That would be the big rack, Alan. If you got one that's in the 600s, that's the big rack. Hope you get the great one moose soon, Crow. There's no way he doesn't spawn soon. I know, he has to at this point. I will 100% just keep pushing until we get it, because as of now, this is still fun. I'm still having fun hunting them. And I think part of that is because, like, we're still getting level 5s, even if most of them have trolled us. We're still getting a decent bit of 5s to pop up, and we're also getting, some very interesting rares. I mean, we got the tiniest rare I've ever seen. Thank you, Jebba. Hope you're doing good. Yeah, dear people, I've played the game before. Oh, it just died. Okay, so we did not hit vitals on that, which means probably ran a long ways. But again, ever since I thought about how it could be affecting respawns when I don't pick them up, I'm gonna try and not make these bad shots anymore so we don't leave them. And when I do, we're gonna try and track them down because I don't want to screw up the spawns like we did last time. That was awful how bad the spawns got screwed up. To the point where we lost like 20 plus males over the course of like 3 days. There he is. Yeah, no great one yet, AJ. No great one yet. We got a decent little level 4. It was like 258. Oddly enough, one of the racks that can be on a level 5. That was interesting. One of the smallest level 5 racks, and it was on a level 4. Yeah, Dusky, Mel got one. Mel's Gaming, she has a multiplayer great one. It was a big rack, Great One Whitetail off of Revon Thule. Maybe, Zachy, maybe. I definitely do think that picking up as many of them as you can does help your Great One. I don't believe so, Dusky. I think she just has one in multiplayer. She has one in multiplayer and then a bunch that she got in single player. I believe she got 2 Great One Red Deer and 4 or 5 Great One Whitetail in single player. And then she got the Great One Whitetail in multiplayer. And she's currently on the longest grind for moose I've heard of. Right now, Mel is on like 7,000 or 8,000 moose without a Great One, which is definitely not normal numbers. That's really unlucky. I feel bad for her because she puts in a lot of time grinding. Yeah, same here, Jebba, same. What's going on with the Great One 4K? Yep, we've surpassed 4K, Andrew. About to be at 4,100, actually. We were at 4,050 when I started the stream. We've definitely killed at least 20 or 30 so far. What are these two doing? Nervous. Oh, I haven't main menued, that's why. I have not main menued, so they're all going to be a little bit alert. Or not alert, but some of them will be nervous, and some probably just have not even come back to the zone. Oh, bad shot. There we go. He'll go down. Let's go get him. How many super rare moose do I have? Just one, JR. To be honest, it's been, I think, the least super rares I've got on Great One grinds. I've only had one level 5 rare as well, and we've had a lot of level 5s that trolled, so the only one we ever got was that initial spawn diamond melanistic. Like on the whitetail grinds, we've had 27,000 whitetail kills, and I think I've got like 6 super rares. 5 or 6 super rares. Actually, I think it is 5. 2 albinos and 3 piebalds. Plus, we have a melanistic that was 0.03 off of diamond for the whitetail grind. For red deer, we've got 20,000 kills. And a total of, I believe, 4 super rares. But for moose, after like 5,300 kills, we only have 1 super rare. Which, I guess, now that I think of it, that actually does make sense. That's like a quarter of the kills that we have on red deer, and it's 1/4 of what we have of super rares, so never mind, it actually makes sense. For a second in my head, I just didn't think it did. Let's main menu as well. We got to get all these things back to their zones and out of that spook state. What's my favorite rare? I don't know, whichever one will get you to stop spamming that same question in my chat. It's the Melapheasant, though. Melapheasant's my favorite rare. There's just something about the blue hues throughout their feathers that I just love. And then the albino Sika deer is another favorite of mine. So beautiful. This zone's been so weird recently. We haven't had them show up on time in like 4 runs. Yeah, I don't get a lot of albinos, chicken. I've had more mellas than albinos during this grind. I think right now, I obviously have the most piebalds. That's just inevitable. Seems like most grinds you get mainly piebalds. And then I've got like 3 or 4 melanistics as well. And we've got 1 albino on the grind. Just 1 albino. 1 small level 4 albino. Nice. Do we have our herd over here? Yep, but no male. This one stopped producing males last night. It's crazy. I just started using that zone and it's already quit producing males. Might have to relocate that tent, but it's okay because the zone across from it's been really good. What is my favorite map? My favorite map is T. Abaroa. Love me some T. Abaroa. Such an awesome map. Hey, Slugsy, how's it going? Dude, welcome back, man. What have you missed? You haven't missed too much, Dat Hunter. We got a nice size level 4 that was one of the small level 5 racks. It scored like 258, though, so nowhere near as diamond. Nothing else so far. We haven't even got that many, like, huge 4s yet, either. That was, like, the only decent 4. That's a small mail. Decent 3. Another 3. We've got another 3, and there's a 4. Okay. We got 1 4 here. It's better than nothing. Take down this little feller first. This is like 1 rack below what our pet piebald has. I kind of wish I could get a rare with this rack. I think during this grind, if we get any rares that are level 2, we're going to keep them on the map as pets because those are really rare. And they will be our good luck charms because, you know, if we can get something that rare to spawn, we can surely get a great one, right? That's the way I see it. Yeah, it's a great red deer map. And I like the other species on there as well. Like the Sika deer and the feral goats are really cool. And then it's the best fallow map, and fallow deer are awesome. Oh, I forgot to do that one. We got to do that real quick. Not to mention the feral pigs on New Zealand are really fun. There's just a lot of stuff on that map that I really like hunting. Which is why it's one of my favorites, and I love the look of the map as well. It's very beautiful. I thought I was 0 to 300. But we got him. It's okay. We got him. Beautiful. Yeah, go for it, chicken. Like I said, if you guys want to see Caitlin take down her great one, feel free to. Do you know what the next great one is? No, we don't, Dat Hunter. As of now, it's all speculation as to what the next great one could possibly be. I personally think we might get 2 great ones. The more I thought about it, the more it makes sense. Like, currently, Leighton Lakes has 3 different great ones, and Hirsch only has 1, so I feel like it's possible that they'll add 2 to Hirschfelden to bring it back up to an even 3 and 3. But we'll see. I'd say it's very likely to be a Euro Bison since they got a multi-mount out of nowhere. But it could also be a fallow since fallow is highly requested. Just depends on whether or not that multi-mount means something, I guess. If we were to get 2 great ones at once, what would you want them to be? Well, I would want them to be the black-tailed deer and the mule deer, but I think most likely they would be fallow and Euro Bison. It should be posted in my Discord, Eli, in the Friends videos chat. Hoping for a wolf great one? That could be interesting. Yeah, if you guys want to see her take it down, it should be in the Discord. Pretty sure she posted it in the Discord. If she hasn't posted it in there, then you can scroll up and probably find one of her old streams and find her channel through there. Have we got the great one yet? No, Country Moon. We're approaching 4,100 kills since our last great one moose. It's been rough, but I have really had a fun time along the way. That's maybe, I don't know. That might make it. That might be a diamond. That might be a diamond. That's questionable. No, okay, it's the rack that tricks me every time. From the side, it looks like the one that scores high 270s, but when it actually turns and you see it head on, it's clearly not that one. Really unfortunate, man. Really unfortunate. It is what it is, though. That moose is being stubborn. It is very, very stubborn. How many total diamonds do I have? Diamond count and great one count are in the top left of the screen. 264. Yeah, it's a big boy, but he's not a diamond. Not gonna lie, guys. I think this really is why level 5 seem more common for moose than other species. Because if you look at this, A lot of these big level 4 racks are also racks that you see on level 5s. I think there's just a lower threshold for what can be classed as a level 5. Because you get a lot of scores like this that are 10, maybe even 20 points below diamond that are on a level 5. And I think that's really what it is. There's just more overlap between level 4 and 5 with the moose than there is with other species. Besides maybe reindeer, they have a lot of overlap as well, unfortunately. Think you're going to get a great one tonight? We definitely could. It could happen at any time, man. That's why we can't give up. We could be just 50 kills from a great one and not know it. And if I give up, then I may never know that we could have just got one. One of the things that keeps me grinding, knowing that it could pop at any time, and that if I stop now, we could miss it, that's what keeps me grinding. Come on, let's get it. Ah. Got vitals, but he's gonna run a ways. One more for good measure, and 2 more for good measure. He's going down. What's the hardest great one I've grinded for? It was my I believe 4th great one red deer. That took the longest. If we're talking about ones that we don't have even, black bear, man. I've got almost 4,000 black bear kills, and I don't have a great one black bear. It is such an elusive beast. Definitely one of the rarest ones. So level 2 piebald moose are more rare than 3s and 4s? Oh, definitely. You don't see a lot of piebald level 2s. Just because in general, you're more likely to get a moose to respawn as a 3 or a 4. That's just typically how it goes with the way they work. And so yeah, you are much less likely to see a level 2 rare. Same with level 5s. You're not likely to see a level 5 rare, and you're definitely not likely to see a level 1 rare. Level 1 moose are one of the rarest things in the game, really. I've only ever killed maybe like 5 level 1 moose on this grind. Given that's definitely more than I've killed of great ones, but they're still really rare. So if you could get a rare that's on a level 1, that's one of the rarest things you could get on the moose grind. You had 2 initial spawn level 1 moose in Medved? Nice, dude. Yeah, Tricky. It definitely is tougher to get running shots on them now. It definitely is. They made some changes with some of the animals, it seems, with this last update. I don't know if you guys have noticed it like I have, but Whitetail used to have this thing, right, where they'd run at full speed for maybe 5 to 7 seconds, right? And then they would kind of slow down. They'd go to almost like a trot instead, and then you could get an easier running shot. Now they don't do that all the time. Half the time they just book it until you can't see them anymore. That guy ran away for some reason. Why are they leaving? What the? Alright, well, they're leaving. Let's go claim this guy. Hard to say, Bobby, but that's not really something to be bringing here. It's none of my business, you know. Nothing I can do, nothing to be said, really. You're fine here, and, you know, that's all that matters. What's the fastest I've got a great one? 80 kills, and it was a whitetail. It was kind of crazy. No, Karki, he hasn't shown, unfortunately. Was really hoping that he would pop up, but nothing as of now. Hey, Flinch, how's it going? You didn't miss anything, man. You didn't miss anything. We did get a pretty decent level 4. Was like 10 points below diamond. That has been our best trophy of the day, though. Nice, Bobby. What's my favorite great one? The moose, man. I love the moose. My favorite is the moose. Believe it or not, I like hunting the whitetail more, though. I find the whitetail to be a lot more fun. But in terms of looks, moose is my favorite. Come on, let's get a good shot on this little dude. Nice little level 4. Very well could be some more moose there that we're just not seeing. Let's see. If we back up, do we get more to render in? Or will we need to reset the time? Yeah, we're going to need to reset the time, it looks like. Those aren't there either. Let's see if we can get some big males to pop out. How long will I be streaming for? At least a few hours, Colt. Typically with these streams, we like to go for a few hours. I like to get as much done in a stream as I can in terms of grinding. Want to make sure that we make a good push for that great one today. This is one of those days where I don't have to do recording, so we got the entire day to grind if we want to. And for all I know, maybe we'll do 2 streams today on Call of the Wild. We might do one right now, obviously, and then do one later today as well. Maybe we'll do an evening whitetail stream. We haven't gone back to whitetail in a few days, so would be nice to kind of bounce back to them. So we'll do a moose stream now, and then I think later tonight we'll do a whitetail stream if you guys want to see it. What do you guys think? Should we do a whitetail stream later? See if we can push towards the next great one whitetail? Because right now, we're probably approaching another great one whitetail. We are currently at 1,160 kills in our whitetail grind. So, if history repeats itself, we should get it within 500 to 700, with the most being like another 800 or 900. My longest grind since the latent rework that brought us back to grinding whitetail, the longest grind was 1,980 kills, so just about 2,000, and that was our first grind. And then we got that drop tine great one whitetail. Hey, Drawn, how's it going? What is one of the scariest things that's ever happened to you? Oh, gosh, I don't know, Queen. I mean, there's been a few things. Some stuff I won't get into, but, like, I would say one of them has to be... I mean, obviously, my bike wreck I got into when I was, like, 14 or 15. I like, crashed face first onto the pavement riding to the store. And I very easily could have, like, hit my head. Instead, I landed, like, on my jaw and mouth, and my hands kind of caught... They kind of caught a brunt of the hit. Broke a tooth and had my teeth go through my lip, but I didn't hit my head, which was incredibly lucky. So, yeah. That's probably one of the scariest things I've had happen. Because, like, in the moment, you don't know what the damage is. You just know that, like, you're in pain. So that's got to be the scariest thing that's ever happened to me. One of the scariest things. Should you set up a grind? You're level 33. I mean, you can set up a grind if you want to, Brayden. There's no type of, like, barrier to grinding. If you feel like you want to do a grind and you think you'd enjoy it, then, yeah, start up a grind. At the end of the day, it just comes down to if you want to do a grind. Because you can do it at any level. It's just, obviously, the higher level you are, you'll have, like, more money. And if you have the tripods, like, that'll make it easier as well. But you can start a grind at any time. Ah, we missed the vitals on both those shots. Or, actually, we didn't miss the vitals. We just missed the heart. I think they'll both die, maybe? That's one. Any more? Yep, 2. Okay, they both died. They both died. Beautiful. Let's go track those bad boys down. Don't you need money for tents and stuff? You don't have to have tents for a grind. Oh, voice crack. You don't have to have tents for a grind. It just makes it a lot faster and a lot easier. I think that's the big misconception, right? you can totally do a grind without tents. I'd say latent whitetail is one situation where you could definitely make that happen, because a lot of the good zones on my map are near outposts, close enough to where you can totally just walk there. You don't have to have tents, they just make it much faster. That's the thing, like, it just makes it faster. You can grind without them. Same with tripods, you can grind without them. It just makes it so you gotta really pay attention to your zones and the hunting pressure if you're not using them. But you can grind, like, without all the fancy stuff that makes it easier. Just probably will take a little bit longer. To be honest, I think the tripods and stuff like that, it's just the difference between getting 100 kills an hour and, like, 40 kills an hour, you know? You'll get less kills per hour without all the fancy schmancy equipment, but you can totally grind without tents and stuff. Come on, moosies. Oh! Wipeout. That neck shot, they're so satisfying, man. More satisfying than the hard shots, even. Cats or dogs? I like them both, Queen Lightheart. I've always leaned more towards cats. That's probably just because I've grown up with more cats than I have dogs. But I like them both. I think at the end of the day, it comes down to the individual animal. The individual breed, and what their temperament is like, right? How they, how your experiences with them have been. After 35 troll feral goats, I just got a level 4 diamond. Out of all things, who would have thought? Oh my gosh, Cold Killer, that's crazy. That is crazy. What's the average amount of kills on a whitetail grind? Between 1 and 2,000. 1,000 to 2,000 usually. And I pull out my... There's my binos. That was weird, I couldn't get them out. Yeah, those are still spooked from last run. We got a real quickly main menu. I have a huge diamond potential moose that ranges from 273 to 327. Not bad, Maze. Not bad. Not really, Carlson. I would not be a fan of map-specific lodges, just for the reason that it would be the same as, like, Way of the Hunter, where you're very limited on what you can put in there. And, you know, sometimes I want to have all my trophies from the entire game in one lodge. Like, Way of the Hunter's lodges are cool, but they're definitely not as good as Call of the Wilds in terms of versatility. I love the versatility of the current lodges in Call of the Wild. Besides maybe the Latent Lakes Trophy Lodge, that one's obviously limited. But I guess that's intentional. But I love how much variety there is in, like, ways you can set up your lodge for Sasiki Safari or the other one. What's it called? Spring Creek. Gosh, dude, this moose would not give me the shot I needed. Kept turning. We're not going to be able to get him this run. Because like I said, we're not taking those risky shots anymore. If there's even like the slightest chance that not claiming an animal because you had a bad shot might affect its respawn, then I'm not taking that risk. I want to make sure we don't lose males like we did before. So we're not going to risk it anymore. How many moose did you kill this stream? So far, probably around, I'd say between 45 and 55. Yeah, that's something they've acknowledged before, Big B. They said that they want to make sure it's a base game animal and that it's on at least 2 maps. That's their criteria right now. Eventually, they are going to move away from base game animals and do other stuff, but for now, they are focusing on base game animals so that everybody has access to hunting them. Eventually, it'll get to a point where they've got most of the base game species having a great one, and then they'll probably branch out, but yeah. For now, they keep it to base game species that are on at least 2 of the maps. No, I don't use herd management, Carly. I used to, but I haven't in a few months at this point. Actually, more than a few months. Probably like 4 or 5 months since we stopped doing it. Hey, Vine, how's it going, dude? Why are some of the whitetail not showing up to their zones? I don't know. Usually in a whitetail grind, your whitetail will be pretty inconsistent for a while. At least for me, my whitetail were inconsistent for about 2,000 kills, maybe a little bit more. And then eventually it got to a point where they had moved around so much that they eventually just settled into the places they had moved to. And at that point, if you're only hunting like 10 to 15 zones like me, since the other ones have settled in, those kind of just always go back to the same place. And they also seem to get to their zones faster. Honestly, that kind of makes me feel like it is intentional that they're inconsistent to begin with. Because it kind of gives you, I guess, a reward for hunting your deer a lot. Because, yeah, mine definitely got more consistent as I hunted them. And keep in mind, like, that was 2,000 kills across the entire map. I was making sure I was hunting every zone, trying to get them to be reliable. The longest time, I thought that maybe it was just that some zone... Oh, it's a level 1! Haha, let's... Oh my gosh, we're naming him. That's our new pet. At least until we start losing respawns like we always end up inevitably doing. Then we'd shoot him. But for now, we'll leave that guy on the map if you guys want to name him. That is really cool. You don't see too many level 1s. That is awesome. Yeah, new pet. Not gonna lie, that's the smallest one I've seen. I think that might be the smallest level 1 I've ever seen, man. Hey, no problem, Nathan. No problem. I figured, you know, this is something that everybody needs to see, right? It's not every day you get a great one bear, right? Pretty insane. Oh, that's right. We messed up the shot here. We got to track it down. Just saw a moose in the hunter? Holy cronk. That's insane. Wait, hold on. Hold on. That gives you an idea, Zygerts. Zygerts and Drippy, you guys are on the right track there, right? I got an idea. We could name him Biggie Smalls. We could name him Smalls. I think we'll just name him Biggie. The rest of it kind of like writes itself, right? It's Biggie the Smalls Moose. Biggie the Small Moose. Now let's claim this one. I like that. We'll name him Biggie. So we got 3.14 and Biggie. Those are our pet moose. When do feral goats drink? When did they change the time to? Is it like 13 now, or? If I'm being honest, I haven't hunted feral goats since they changed the time. I have no clue. Do they drink at 13 now, or what? 15 to 18. Wow, that's an interesting time. I mean, yeah, I guess that works. Oh, there we go. That's the good one. That means the other should be near it. Oh, yeah, I just saw the outline. There we go. Nice, Bryce. That's awesome, dude. How many diamonds this grind? Let me go check. So out of 4,070 kills, roughly, we have 57 diamonds. But I do want to preface and make this very clear. The first 1,280 kills, we were doing herd management. So, of course, there's going to be more diamonds during that time frame. I think we had like 20 in those 1,200 kills. Maybe a little bit more. And so, not counting those, it would have been, I'd say probably around like 40, which would bring it back to the average of 1 in 100 that the majority can agree is like the average for a diamond. So we're pretty on track with the normal kill counts for diamonds if you take away the herd management ones. What time do the whitetail drink? They drink at 8 to 12, I believe. All right, let's reset and try to get these here. Just seen a very interesting bear. It had stars on it. Well, that would be a great one, Kronk. That would be a great one. They gotta be just not rendering in, right? Or are they really not here still? They're not here. Wow. Yeah, Christopher, she ended up finding it last night while she was streaming. Nice, Papa McWhooper. Nice, dude. What was the second diamond that I ever got? My second ever diamond was a kudu, actually. It was a level 4 kudu. First ever diamond was that red deer, and then the kudu was my second. I mean, if it makes you feel any better, Mr. Fallow, it's been 4,000 since my last great one. They just take a long time sometimes. What species is it? Because in general, red deer and black bear seem to take the longest. So if you're hunting one of those, that's pretty normal to have a 3,000 kill grind. Red deer? Okay, yeah, that's pretty normal, man. So my red deer grinds, I've had 6 great one red deer, right? My first was 3,000 kills. Second took 3,000 kills as well. Third took 6,000 kills. Fourth took 6,700. And then the last 2 were really lucky. My 5th great one red deer was 780, and my 6th was 180. So it varied quite a bit, but the majority of them were very long grinds. That's just kind of how they are. It just seems to naturally be how the red deer are with great ones. How did that not get your attention, sir? That sure did. That got him to pay attention. Go for this one as well. Oh, too low. No. I probably should have zeroed to 300 and aimed slightly low instead. Hit him again. Ah. Out of ammo. Feels bad, man. Can't let him get away. Oh, we got 3 hits in a row there and then missed the last one. Michelle Turnbull, thank you for the super chat. Apologies with the mess up there on the name. I'd say that is pretty rare to get a moose that big that fast. That's a really nice one. 300, like any moose above 300 is insane. So that is pretty good. Hey, Aussie Kid, we've got one level 4 that was really close to diamond, but that's been it so far. Then we had one other 4 that technically was a rack that can be on a 5. But it was so low scoring, it was like 258. What time do the whitetail drink? They drink from 8 to 12. Yeah, I know that's a decent one. Typically, like 340 is around the max of what you would see most diamond mule deer making. So yeah, anything like 330, like mid 330s is usually a pretty good mule deer. What was the first predator I ever shot? I don't even know, to be honest. Probably a coyote off of Layton. It was either a coyote or a black bear off of Layton Lakes. What's up with these moose? This is 2 runs in a row where they've been really delayed like this. My moose are being weird. Does that mean we got a great one coming through? Wait, hold on. Let me try to decipher this message. Do I recommend the new or old 308? The old one. The AR is always going to be better than the bolt action. Anything semi-automatic will always be better than a bolt action, so the old 308 is definitely a better option if you're looking for, like, best of the best. Nice, Drop Time Gaming, that's awesome. Let's see if we can go find this guy. I don't know how far he made it. I'm gonna assume not too far. We shot him like 5 times. There's no way that he made it too far away. There's the tracks. There he is. We found him. Oh my gosh. What do you mean, guys? There's no piebald. Piebalds aren't a thing for Moose. Piebalds don't exist. Get that little inspect right there. Do you like the 338 or the 300 Win Meg? I like the 300 better, Zach. They're both fun, but 300's just, it's got a flatter trajectory and better penetration, so I choose the 300 in most situations. Which, by the way, tomorrow I've got a very awesome video idea coming out that I think you guys will really like. I think you guys will really like it. I'm essentially going to be taking on Brobra's map. He said the whole thing went down like this. Brobra kept telling me like, nah, my maps don't have anything, dude. My maps suck. I only get trophies off of multiplayer. I never find them on my own map. And so I was like, okay, let's make this into a video then. We're going to go on your map and we're going to find your trophies. And so, yeah, you guys will have to see how that goes. But we used all the new guns and hunted around Brobra's maps, trying to find his diamonds and rares. Because he said that there was none on there. You guys will find out if there was tomorrow. And guys, yes, I'm joking about the piebald. That's our pet. That's our pet piebald. That's why we're not shooting him. That's our little pet piebald. I know there's piebalds in the game. Auto running my game right now to what? To test, I'm assuming that you were gonna say? I don't know. What's my favorite map? My favorite map is Tiabaroa. No, Miles, you didn't miss the great one, but you missed something just as rare, a level 1. We got the smallest level 1 ever to spawn. Like, it is puny. Like, absolutely puny. It's to make them go to their zones, Carlson. If I don't reset the time, they don't get there immediately, and that's a waste of grinding time. It gets really expensive, like I lose money instead of making money, but it makes the grind go faster if I'm resetting all the time. Yeah, Bebop, I've got the stream up on my phone. Yeah, they're pretty rare, Flinch. I don't get many level 1s at all. Most of the moose I shoot are level 2s and 3s and 4s. With the very rare level 1, and level 5s being more common than the 1s even. But hey, that's kind of just how Call of the Wild is. Everybody's map's a bit different, so you're going to get different results. It's the beauty of the game. Actually, before we switch the time, let's go check to see if they're already here. How do you hunt your moose? Right now, I'm hunting about 12 zones, and I just shoot any of the males that I can find in those 12 zones. Obviously, I prioritize the biggest one first, as anybody would. But if I can get them all, then they all go down. But we will always prioritize the nicest one first. Because that's just natural. Hey, Catfish, how's it going? That guy's a 3. That's a decent 4, though. Hold on, oh gosh. Ear was itching for a second. I had to deal with that before we take this shot. Let's see. Oh, he turned a little bit to the right. I don't know if that's going to affect where the bullet hit, but he did a slight slide to the right. He's going to die, though. I think the first one did hit vitals, because he's going down really quick. No, Chocolate, I stopped doing that like 4 or 5 months ago. Just due to, like, the way it's been perceived throughout half the community. So we just moved away from it. We just moved away from it because I didn't feel like it was benefiting the community anymore. Is that the best way to grind moose? There's no best way to grind moose. Grind the way that you enjoy, Sneakers Head. It's just the way that I grind them. What is your favorite great one? My favorite great one is the moose. They're so beautiful and just stunning whenever you find them. Did you get a great one? We have not got a great one today. We're doing our best. We'll get it eventually, but right now it has eluded us. This is my longest moose grind of all time, and one of my longest great one grinds in general. It's not too often I have a grind that lasts 4,000 kills, but this is one of them. But man, whenever we do find this thing, it is going to feel amazing. It's going to be so good if we can finally get him to show up. What's my biggest non-great one moose? On the current score requirements for them, 301, I believe. I believe 301's my biggest. However, before then, I did have a 307 diamond moose, but they don't get that big anymore. This was before they changed the score requirements. I almost just did the 22 trick with the 300. That would not have gone well at all. Oh, barely missed the hard shot on that second guy. Come on. Slow down, buddy. Okay, there we go. I think that last shot might have been an X shot. That'd be crazy if it was an X shot. Alright, no worries, Flinch, no worries. Should grind with a 338 today? I won't do that for one reason. If I start using the 338 now after using the 300 so much, I can tell you exactly how this day will go. I will miss 70% of the hard shots and have to track animals and end up killing less than I normally would. And in the whole like scheme of a grind that's been taking this long, like that would just, it'd be a massive waste of grinding time because I'd be killing probably half the moose that I normally would. It's very important to get those hard shots to really make it go as quick as it can. And 338 is just not consistent enough because of the extra bullet drop. What's my favorite scary movie? I got a few I like. The Sinister series is phenomenal. One of my favorites. Woman in Black 2 is pretty good. What's another one I really, really like? Gaia. Gaia is awesome. If you guys like some of the more like weird horror movies that are like not the conventional formula, Gaia's a good one. It's essentially like the Earth is taking you over, right? It's pretty crazy. Look at that little level 2. Definitely one of my favorites of all the movies I've watched in the last 5 years. Gaia is just a masterpiece. That's not where I needed that to hit. We're gonna have to take this guy because they're alarmed. If I do the 22 trick to try and get the other one to look again. He was far enough away he did not even get spooked. That's amazing. There we go. He's alerted. This should be our shot to take him down. And there we go. We got him. Nice, nice, nice. Maybe one of these days, Fake Fisherman. I mean, we've done some. We've done Phasmophobia, but, you know, it's not really the scariest game in the world. Phas is one of those games where once you've played it a few times, it loses all, like, scariness. Or at least the majority of the scariness. That dude has great personality. I bet he does. I bet he does. What is the 300 in? It's in the Yukon Valley DLC. Yeah, pretty much, Burger. I don't know what's up with that 4 over there. He doesn't understand what a level 2 dropping in front of him means. He's just oblivious. Look at him, though. Not a bad one. Probably 240s or 250s. Yeah, 248. Not a bad moose at all. Should you get the 7mm or the 300? If you're looking to use it for like class 7 to 9, definitely go for the 300 over the 7 mil. If you want something that's more versatile and can take a very wide range of animal classes, then the 7 mil is the way to go. So it depends on like what you're going to use it for, really. Why does that 4 look so weird? Is that just the... That just the shadows? That looked so weird. What is up with that lighting? Looks like some weird version of a piebald. I don't know what we were just looking at. Dude, he stutter-stepped at the end there. We could have easily messed that shot up. Let's hope the female moves out of the way. Okay, she is. Good. Got him. Then we got this weird-looking 4. There's our pet level 1. What's up, Biggie? Ah, I missed the heart shot. No. Okay, we got vital still, but... Yeah, that one hit. In fact, let's put a little marker there so we can actually, remember exactly where he is. Gave the new 338 an Australia, got a Diamond Lion and Cape buff, but still have penetration issues on the Buffaloes. The 300 don't. Yeah, that's kind of been my experience too, Sherlock. When I first used the 338, for some reason I thought it was better than the 300, but it was probably just the fact that it was new, and it made it seem better than it was. But yeah, definitely noticed recently, over the course of the last week and a half, 300 is still the king if you care about penetration and, like, flat trajectory. And to be honest, even on the damage, like, it still feels like it kills the same speed as the 338. Feels like there's not really much of a difference. Me too, Flinch. It badly needs it. If they wanted to contend with the 300, it needs to get buffed on penetration and the, what's it called? The expansion. It needs a buff on penetration and expansion. I don't care if they change the bullet drop, like, so be it if they don't, but they at least need to give it more power and penetration than the 300. Otherwise, it's just forever going to be inferior to the 300. Hey, Johnny, welcome back. 239, not bad. Do you play this game other than when you're live? Yes, I do. I do play it other than when I'm live, because I record videos as well, and then I also grind in my free time. So, like, if it's late at night, right, and I'm done with recording and streaming and stuff for the day, chances are, like, if I'm not hanging out with my wife and daughter, then I'll be grinding. Like, typically, I go to bed at around 2 or 3 a.m., right? And then wake up at around 8 a.m. in the morning. Give or take an hour or two, right? Usually get about 6 hours of sleep. And so I'll spend a lot of my day doing recording and streaming. Usually 4 to 6 hours of streaming and then about 1 to 3 hours of recording. Some days I don't record. And usually have a few hours that I'm downstairs hanging out with my wife and daughter, playing with them, making dinner and stuff, you know. And then once they go to sleep, which is usually around between 10 and midnight is my daughter's bedtime. That's usually when my wife and daughter go to sleep. And then I grind for like another 2 to 3 hours after they go to bed. That's usually the average day of the Scarecrow. Nice little level 3 over there. Do I hunt in real life? I do. It's been quite a while since I've been able to go hunting, but I have hunted in real life, yes. Nice. No, that's a normal sleep schedule, Papa McWhooper. That is a normal sleep schedule if you have a job that, requires it, right? The thing is, I don't need more sleep. I've had 6 hours of sleep for my entire life, pretty much. It's just always been me. I can run off of very minimal sleep and do fine. You guys gotta understand that just because your sleep schedule, and I'm assuming, like, obviously, if you're a kid, right, the only thing you gotta really get up for is, like, school and obviously, like, maybe doctor's appointments and things like that. But if school's out, then you're pretty flexible with sleep schedule usually, and so you can get a lot of sleep if you need to, right? But there's quite a few people that, depending on what their job is, like, some people don't get much sleep at all. Like, I know my dad, he didn't get a lot of sleep. He worked a job that required him to wake up at 3 or 4 a.m., drive like 4 or 5 hours sometimes because he was constantly moving around to different jobs. Not like the same profession, but different jobs, right? And, so he'd wake up at like 3 or 4 in the morning, have to drive a few hours, work an entire full day, and then get to bed at like 10 o'clock, right? And so he'd only get 4 to 6 hours of sleep on most days. And for a lot of people, that is the norm. That is their normal sleep schedule. Yeah, it really just depends on what you do. As a content creator, I gotta spend a lot of time dedicated towards making sure I've got content. So I don't get a lot of days where I can sleep like 8 or 10 hours. Just part of it. What's up, 3.14? How you doing, buddy? See if there was a moose we missed. I didn't check. No, I think we're good. However, I didn't change the time to see if there was a second one there. Imagine you get a great one when they're in bed and your reaction is shouting like crazy. Oh, I don't shout if like if everybody's sleeping. Like, the thing is, like, when I'm actually recording or streaming, right? Like, I'm already excited because I'm making content. It's quite different when I'm just grinding late at night. Like, usually I'm laid back in my chair. I've got the mic pushed away from me. I'm in like a very relaxed mood. And so I don't have exactly the same, like, reactions. I will get excited, my heart will drop, my heart will stop racing, but I won't really scream because it's late. It's just natural for me to not yell loudly at nighttime. Siege, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much. Hope you're doing good. Thank you so much, Siege. What makes me not get bored? I mean, this right here, making content for you guys. You would not believe how much that helps keep you interested in the game. If you know that you're making videos and streams for a ton of people that really love to watch it, it gives you a whole new passion for whatever game it is you're making content on. It's how I've been able to stay interested for so long. Because I'm not just playing for me, I'm playing for you guys as well. And that's kind of how the way I see it is. It's not just for me, it's also for you. We've killed a total of 3 Great One Moose, Ashley, over the, like, 400 kills that we've got in total. We've killed 3 of them. That's a good 4. Got 2 males here. We're definitely slowly getting less and less males. I don't like what I'm seeing here. Uh-oh. Definitely noticing less and less males popping up. Is it happening again even though we're being careful? I thought maybe, like, just making sure you claim everything would help, but it's kind of starting to look like that's not the case. Also, what happened with that shot? How did we miss the heart? That guy didn't get hit vitally at all. My gosh. That was bad. That was real bad. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, we hit that. Somehow that was the one we hit. Yeah, Quinn, I've got a few videos on the channel on it. Hope you get the great one today. It's about time after 4K kills. Yeah, I hope so too, man. It's been rough. Hey, that bird's not showing up. Yeah, it's pretty fun, Quinn. For a mobile game, it's really good. It's rare you get a mobile game that's actually good quality, so it is nice that it's actually a good game. There we go. All right, guys, I gotta real quickly crank up the AC. I took it out of the window last night because it was getting cold, and now my PC is cooking me, so yeah, be right back. Oh my gosh. That is crazy how it can go from 65 to 75 in just an hour and a half of streaming. The room rose 10 degrees in an hour of streaming. Crazy how much heat a PC pushes out when you're streaming. Let's get the ATV out so we can go chase down the two we wounded. I mean, I wouldn't say that's pretty bad, Tyler. It really all depends on how seriously you've taken the game in that time, right? Like, if you've played for 3 years, but you only played like 200 hours in those 3 years, that's not really comparable to somebody who spent 3 months, but has like 500 hours, you know? A lot of it's time spent played, not necessarily how many years you've played the game. Like, if somebody played the game for 3 years, but they only played like 100 hours, then 10 diamonds would actually be pretty good. It's all about the time spent. Where'd that 4 go? Is that him? Was that him right there? Probably. Yeah, it is. I was thinking that's about the distance he should have ran. 243. Definitely not a bad one. Let's go find the other guy. He ran a good bit farther, I think. Like way, way past this area. What did I just hit? I hit nothing and it just... Oh, gosh. We hit a rough little patch of ice there. So this is about where we saw him last. But he couldn't be too far from here. Though I did make the mistake of resetting the time before we claimed him, so the tracks are gone. You know what? I don't think we're gonna find this guy. Let's just move along. Not gonna find him. The snow brick? Something. Did you miss anything? Not really, Alan. No diamonds or rares today. We did get a level 1 to spawn, though. That's pretty sick. You think there's a respawn bug? I definitely think there is, Lane. If you've been here recently, you'll probably remember that for a while we had about 30 different moose in our zones that were males. And that dwindled down to less than 10. And then they reappeared and got back up to like 20, 25. Now they're slowly dwindling down again. And they're not going to other places because, as we saw, I've only hunted these areas and they eventually did come back. So it's like they were stuck in the respawn pool. And it looks like it's happening again. Not quite as extreme, but I'm definitely losing a few here and there. I'm wondering if there might be a system in the game that makes it so depending on the scores and like levels of the animals on your map, maybe you'll get slightly less or slightly more. I don't know though. It's only moose that I've had this happen with. Everything else, it feels like I never have them disappear. You know if a 2-star mature mule deer can make 5-star? I don't believe so, David. I don't believe so, no. Maybe it's got the slightest chance, but very likely that it wouldn't make it. Would probably reach 4 stars max. Jace, thank you for the super chat. Really appreciate it. Got my first 2 diamonds in 2 hours at level 16. That's pretty good, man. Pretty good. Thank you for the super chat once again. Hi, Jackie. How's it going? What's my opinion on the new gun pack? It's decent. If you don't own any gun packs, it's definitely the best one to buy. Oh, that might make it. I gotta see it from the front. I gotta see if that's the diamond rack or if that's the one that kind of looks like it but isn't. Yep, it's the one that kind of looks like it but isn't. Oh, man. What do you mean, a normal kid I am? It's literally what I've been doing. See? We just did it. We've been doing that at every zone. Missed the heart on number 2. Two shots, and oh no! We missed heart on the big boy too. Oh. He just hit the dirt though. Drop a marker right there so we can go grab him. That's a big boy. He's probably going to be around 258 to 263, like somewhere in that range. Maybe a little bit more, but probably not. Got a Troll 5 medium bull moose, and it was a very sad moment. Hate it when that happens. That has been the story of my grind, everything BC. Out of the last probably 20 level 5s, I think only 4 or 5 of them have made diamond. The rest have trolled. In fact, I've had more level 4 diamonds than level 5 diamonds recently. It's been brutal. You're not alone, man. It's just the way the moose are sometimes. Getting a diamond or troll every 20 kills on your grind, that is not too bad, Lawson. That's pretty crazy. I think we get a troll or diamond to show up every like 40 to 50. And they usually are trolls. Usually it's a troll. Like this guy right here. This is a level 4 with one of the racks that can be on a level 5, but I know for a fact it's not going to make it. Yeah, 258 again. On the bright side, I think it's our 3rd biggest moose of the day. So that's a positive. I'll take it. Gotta look on the bright side for every situation, you know? Yeah, I always go for the heart shots. Always. We're just shooting everything, Newfie. We're shooting all the males in like 10 to 15 specific zones. What was my first diamond? My first ever diamond was a red deer. Alright, let's main menu. Probably eventually, Quinn. I'm kind of waiting for them to do an update, right? Been a bit since we've got new content in American Marksman. In fact, I don't think they've done their first, like, content update yet. So that's kind of what I'm waiting on. I just want to see what type of content they're going to add for it. I've already done videos on a lot of the basic stuff in the game, so until they add like long-term trophy animals to look for, then there's not too much more content I can make on American Marksman and have it be unique. Really hoping they'll add non-typicals. I suggested it to them and they said they could easily do it, so maybe they'll do it eventually. Your first diamond was an Axis deer? Not bad. That's actually I'd say that's a pretty uncommon first diamond. I would say if you like it on it, Minnie. They should add bows. Are you talking to American Marksman? Don't they have a crossbow? Or am I tripping? Maybe they don't. Yeah, I could see bows being fun in the game. And maybe like you could get more money for using the bows, since they would be harder to use. That's also a thing that I've always wanted Call of the Wild to do. Right now, like, there's not too much incentive to use a bow all the time. Like, most of the time people use bows either when they just want to have some fun bow hunting, or when they want to get a cool kill on a diamond. But, like, it's never, like, the go-to for, like, grinding or anything like that. And I feel part of that is because there's no benefits to using it, besides reduced hunting pressure. And that's not enough of a incentive for most people. Redux, thank you for the 24 months. Oh my gosh, the 2 years, dude. You hit the 2-year mark and got the rainbow badge. My gosh. What an absolute legend. Absolutely insane. What's up, Biggie? How you doing, man? You're blocking my shots. Come on, man. I don't want to shoot you. You're the smallest moose I've ever seen. You're the smallest moose in the entire world. It'd be tragic if you jumped in front. Been waiting 2 years. Yep, you got it, dude. 2 years of waiting and you finally got it. The ultimate badge on the Scarecrow channel. You never know, though. I have the ability to add a 3-year badge, I believe, so maybe we'll get a 3-year badge that's like a crystallized diamond Scarecrow or something. I think for now I don't need to do it, but eventually when we get closer to having some 3-year members, I'll definitely consider adding like a diamond badge. I think that'd be pretty insane. Problem is, I don't know how I could add a diamond effect to the emote. Like, that would have to be something that would have to be made from scratch, I feel. I don't think I could just put a filter over it. Like I can with, like, the current badges that we've got. Those, I can just put some colors over top and boom. I don't know, Christopher. It was gonna happen on the day of the 100K stream, but Didi had to cancel, and he hasn't got back to me since then, so... No clue, dude. This is why I usually don't announce collabs early. Because this can happen. A lot of times, it's really hard to match schedules up. Something can come up, and then boom, you can't do the collab anymore. Making it have an animation would be crazy. Yeah, I don't think that's possible on YouTube, though. I don't think YouTube badges for the members can actually have animations. Yeah, Quinn, to be honest, man, any diamond is good for your first diamond. Like, it's still a diamond at the end of the day. Doesn't matter what it is, it's still a diamond. Nice little 4 there. Definitely not too bad. There we go. To be honest, he ran so far, it's probably quicker just to hop on the ATV and drive there than to fast travel, then grab the ATV. Let's just pop this bad boy out and get to zooming. Our level 2 red deer rare? Yeah, that would definitely be rare pineapple games. That's very rare, actually. Very rare. If you guys are enjoying the content here and are not already subscribed to the channel, really appreciate every Yep, that's English, Scarecrow. That's English. Really appreciate every single new subscriber. And if you're enjoying the content, then feel free to and be a part of the Scarecrow here. Our level 2 red deer. Okay, I already read that one. Have 2 level 2 red deer on your map? Nice, cheesy. Yeah, they're pretty rare. You don't see them very often. Boom. Is the mountain goat a common first diamond? Not anymore, no. It used to be pretty plausible that could be your first diamond, but nowadays, not really. They made them not have drink zones, which kind of killed all mountain goat hunting. How did that not alert him? There we go. Now he pays attention to us. Ah, I should have waited more. Shot way too soon. It ended up hitting left, I think. Okay. Good enough. We got him. He's messing with you, by the way, Trippy. Azaki knows what a 10 bear is, because he just killed one last night. Or this morning, or whenever it was. Come on, Mr. Moosey. There we go. Goodbye, 3.14. There's that one. Maybe coins. Maybe one of these days we could do something like that. It did indeed do a flip. Was that death launch? I don't know, man. Like, there's some interesting stuff that happens. How many kills in am I? Almost 4,200 at this point. If we're getting kills at the normal pace, at this point we should have killed around like 80 to 90. Give or take a few. Let's just say we probably killed 90. That would bring us to 4,160. A lot of kills, in other words. A lot of kills. That moose just flew? Oh yeah, they love to do that. Some interesting stuff happens with those moose heart shots. Yeah, moose there. Are we gonna have a male here? They've been kind of disappearing. Honestly, I might have to go check down here. Sometimes they do appear at the lower lake. Also, I'm convinced that we're actually missing moose, like they haven't arrived at their zone. I don't think it's that they haven't respawned. Because we had a oh, there he is. I was gonna say we had a male here the other run that I couldn't get. So I know there's at least one male here. And I will bet you that there's a couple at the lower lake. Got your Great One Moose in 450. It was a Fabled speckled with the spider rack. Yeah, I got my first Great One Moose at like 820, I think. Second one only took 130, which was insane. Third one was like 500. And I think 500 seems to be a pretty common thing. Like, to be honest, I see more people get a moose at 500 than any other Great One. But the average is around 1 to 2,000 for moose. So anytime that it takes longer than 2,000, you know that something's going on. You know you got some really bad luck happening. When you get your GoPro, if you're... Oh, I already got the GoPro coins. I got the GoPro a few months ago. Like maybe 2 months ago? What are my thoughts on the 30-06? It's a good gun. It's kind of the same as like any other 4-8 bolt action, right? Like it's fine. It's a good gun. It'll do great. But 308's just better because it's semi-automatic. Same with M1. 308 and M1 are just the two best. But I mean, the M1 does shoot 30-06, so. We got any mails down here? It's also possible that we don't have all of them arrived yet. Email. Well, if there is a mail here, it's not in sight at the moment. Don't see any. All right, good to know. We'll check it again later. No, I don't have 27 Great One Moose, Red Hunter. I have 27 Great Ones in total amongst all species. Benson, thank you for the super chat, dude. Really appreciate it. Thank you so much, man. Hope you're doing good. Hope you've been doing amazing. Level 4. Not a great one, though. Not a great one, though. But it's okay. I'll take it. Oh. Gotta love having to reload. When are we gonna get another, like, a good-size rare? The last rare we got was a few hundred kills ago, and it was that level 2 that we've kept as a pet. Oh, man, I might have aimed too low. Yeah, definitely too low. Honestly, I'm not going to take a second shot. He won't die from that. I'd rather him just not die than have to track him. I think that's what we're going to start doing is, instead of just trying to hit it on the run and then have to track it super far, we'll just wait till the next run to kill them. Siege, thank you for the super chat as well, dude. Thank you once again, man. Very generous of you. Super, super generous.
Oh, yes, oh my gosh.
Got an 8 mythical red-brown gray wolf earlier. Nice, Collins. That's awesome. What is my favorite great one? The moose, Light Wolf. I love the moose. So beautiful. Definitely one of the coolest great ones in the game. Almost all 3 of my Quattro Wolves were diamond. Ogro was 0.12 off. Ooh, close. So close. Where's the Great One Moose? So close. There's a 4. Beautiful looking 4 there. He's in kind of a weird spot, though. Might be tough to get a good hit on him. Two shots and he's down. Nah, Jake, not yet. Like I said, we're saving that for very specific scenarios. You can't overuse the Great One chant, or else it loses its magic. to 10.75. I mean, we're getting lots of 4s today, but the 5s, we're on kind of a dead streak where we're not getting many 5s. It's been a few hundred kills since we got a 5. At least 200.
Oh my gosh!
Because if I end up messing up the shot, Cole, then I still want to be able to have it kill them quickly, right? I could use the 308, right? But if I miss the heart, then it's not going to kill it very quickly. It'll die very slow, and I'll have to walk further to pick it up. Benson, thank you for the super chat again, dude. Really appreciate it. My gosh. Absolute legend. Yeah, that's why. I'm not going to use the 308 because it kills really slow if you miss the heart shot. And it's got more bullet drop than the 300, so it's less reliable at long ranges for the hard shots. That's really like the big thing that it comes down to. Super flat shooting, and one of the more powerful rifles in the game, and that's why I use the 300. It's got the best of both worlds. You got behind her. Wow, what a rude moose. No, Jacob, I don't really do that. I don't make viewers pay for stuff. I don't ever do any type of like services that require like payment. That's not me. At 8 level 5 moose all trolled, shot with right ammo and gun, one shot lung with all. That's unfortunate, Red. Really unfortunate, dude. That's moose though. Most of my level 5 moose have been trolls as well. Just the way they work, it seems. Very likely not legitimate then, Ashley. There's only been, I think, 3 Fabled Piebalds that were confirmed to be legitimate. And even a couple of those are pretty questionable. It's very likely that if you saw a Piebald Great One Whitetail, it's probably not a legit one. Yeah, if he had 29 Moose Great Ones, he was a cheater 100%. No doubt there. Benson, thank you so much for the super chat again. My gosh. Just extra generous over here. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. No, he's still alive on the map, Gavin. We still got Lucky on the map. Hey, maybe that's why we've had very consistent Great One Whitetail. I bet Lucky is the reason. It's probably all Lucky. How do you get a Great One Whitetail? You shoot whitetail till one spawns. That's really all there is to it. And obviously, as you would imagine, the more you shoot, the more chances of getting one. So, just shoot male whitetail. Try to hunt as much of your map as you can until you find like your really consistent zones, and then grind those repeatedly. Kind of like what I'm doing right here. We have, during the beginning days of the grind, we hunted all of our zones. We scoured them. Tried to figure out what was going to be the most consistent. And then when we finally found it, we just committed to those zones. Welcome back, Nathan. Come on. Boom. Come on, little level 3. And And then we only have our pet level 1 here, Mr. Biggie, so we're going to go ahead and reset the time and try to get the other herd that's over there to show up. Benson, thank you for another super chat. Dude, super generous. Thank you. Really appreciate that. There's Biggie. Where's the other one, huh? Where's the other herd? They're being stubborn. Yeah, we will never get crossplay for Call of the Wild. I can tell you that right now. We're never getting crossplay because they just don't have the means of making it. It would be very expensive and take a lot of time, and that's not really something that would be smart for them as like a company, so they wouldn't do it. We will never get crossplay in Call of the Wild. That I can almost guarantee. Unless they like completely pull something out of the hat and surprise us with it. The chances are almost none. Alright, later, Benson. Thank you for being here. And thank you for all the support as well. What is crossplay? Crossplay is like Xbox, PlayStation, and PC all being able to play together instead of having it separated based on the console. Like being able to play with people that play on a different platform, that's cross-platform. Well, that's different, Kian. That's like just optimization. That's not adding a whole new system that requires like all servers across all platforms to be compatible with each other. And then getting cooperation from Microsoft, Sony, and Steam, and Epic Games to make sure that everything goes out at the exact same time. Like, there's a lot that goes into the cross-platform. Not to mention like all the back-end stuff, all the developmental stuff that'll have to go on to even get it to a point that they could do that. Sadly, you can, McWhopper. Sadly, there's sad people that do it. Is there a Discord? There is indeed a Discord. It should be in the description, and the moderators can also do a command if you'd like. No, don't worry about it, Kian. Don't worry about it. And there we go. Found a level 5 wildebeest, 37 to 41. I mean, level 5 wildebeest pretty much always make it, right? I can't remember the last time I heard of somebody getting a troll wildebeest. I believe, Karki, I believe. And if we don't get the Great One Moose, hopefully we'll get the Great One Whitetail in tonight's stream. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, that's right, they don't have True Rex. When are they ever going to get it? To be honest, I'm starting to feel like never. There's honestly so many species now where I just feel like they're never going to get their True Rex.
Oh my gosh!
Come on, Moosey. Ah, he turned! Why would you do that? That's the rudest thing you could do, Mr. Moose. I am really mad at you. I'm very offended. I'm taking more shots. There you go. How did that feel? That's what you get for turning. Could have been quick and fast, but you chose to suffer. These moose don't realize it's for their own good that they hold still. They don't get it. That was just a terrible angle. I didn't expect that one to hit. Not even vital, so we're gonna leave him. Yeah, because right now it's just kudu, right? I think kudu are the only Virhonga species with True Rex. Where's that 3? Oh yeah, it was a bad shot, that's right. A 3.14. Where's the mail? Uh-oh, no mail respawn. Yikes. That's not good. That's not good at all. Don't like that. Yeah, John, it does. They fixed it to be just like the other 22s. So we've been carrying it with us recently. To switch things up a little bit. They should make a gun that can double lung a plains bison. Can't the 470? I mean, its range is pretty bad, but I think it should be able to double lung. If it can't, then that's sad. Got one male here. Only one, though. Yeah, still just one here.
Oh my gosh!
Benson, thank you for another super chat. Holy, just super chats left and right and left and up and down and everywhere. Holy. Thank you so much again. Oh, you did, Kian? Yeah, I heard the truncated ammo is actually pretty good now. They apparently gave it more penetration and more expansion, so it should kill faster and have better pen. I haven't actually tested it out yet myself, but that's what I heard. What are my thoughts on the drilling rifle? I like the drilling rifle personally. It's definitely not for every situation, but it can be really good. Definitely a lot of situations where I use it. Usually like when new maps come out, because it's just a great versatile gun that can take pretty much any class range. Actually, it can take every single class, which makes it great for exploring new maps. There we go. Beautiful. Not sure, Cole. Maybe. We're still missing some of the rares, so we could return to it at some point.
Oh my god!
You never know. Benson, thank you for another one. My gosh. I don't know what else to say, but thank you. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, do we only have one moose here? Do we only have one male here now? That's concerning if that's the case. It might just be that it's not back here. We maybe forgot to main menu? I don't know. No great one yet, Owen. No great one yet. Wish you could use the 22 on foxes. Yeah, I wish you could use it on the raccoons again as well. It would make sense, like in real life you can do that. What if the Great One Whitetail and Moose show? Then we would be the luckiest people in the world. No, Quinn, any codes that I had are gone. And I can't just, like, get new codes at a moment's notice. I gotta wait till the devs give me them. Not how it works. Like, they can't just give out codes whenever I want codes. If they did that, then everybody would just get free in-game currency and nobody would ever have to play the game to earn it, right? The whole codes, that's probably just gonna be a one-time thing or just during updates. Yeah, that's a couple decent ones. We just have 2 males like last time. Yeah, just 2 males. Feels bad, man. Actually, that's a 3, not a 4. So it's a 4 and a 3. Well, we'll just take that guy for now. Nope, Hunter XOX we haven't. Almost 4,200 kills in. No Great One Moose. This is double the time it usually takes to get a Great One Moose for the majority of people. Anyway, guys, I think it's time to go take my lunch break. And for those of you that are like, what do you mean? It's like 6 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock for me because Pacific Standard Time. So we're going to go ahead and take the lunch break. And we'll be back in 20 to 30 minutes. So I will see you all in 20 to 30 minutes, and we'll be back with some more grinding.
Yes! Oh my gosh!
Hello, everybody. We are back again. How's everybody doing? Are we gonna get it now that I'm back? Guess we'll find out. Hope y'all had a good time while I was gone. Bird guy? Yeah, that's me, bird guy. I've been good, Jack. Just made a sandwich and ate that real quickly. I made the sandwich way too big though, so it was like really hard to bite into. You ever try to make a sandwich with 3 slices of bread instead of making 2 sandwiches? And then you like overdo it on the toppings. Or not the toppings, the fillings for the sandwich, right? And it just doesn't end well. That's what happened. I cut the cheese too thick. I added too many peppers on there. And so the peppers were just bumping the sandwich up. Had to remove like 1 layer of peppers. It was something else. But it was a good sandwich. It was honey ham with pepper jack cheese. Mayo, mustard, this keto bread that we've been getting that's actually really good. Surprisingly really good for it being like a keto item, right? And then we've also been, I also added some of the sweet mini peppers on there, which I love. Those things are amazing. Definitely an item you don't add a ton of on a sandwich, though. Just a couple of them is plenty for a sandwich. Gosh, we screwed up there. Ugh, yikes. Yeah, mini peppers are amazing. Banana peppers are cool. Not my favorite of the peppers, but they're cool. Especially if you're talking about the pickled ones from the jars, right? That's the only way that I've had banana peppers, so... That'll be the next stream, Douglas. The next stream will be, like, later tonight. I don't know the exact time. I never know the time for my second streams. They're kind of just whenever. Nothing over there. Nothing over there. We actually might need a main menu now that I think of it. Let's do that. How do you join the member-only channels in the Discord? You gotta link your YouTube to Discord in the settings. It'll be in the connections category. Boom. Hold on. I got a killer guess right here, Amanda. You're eating food. Was I right? Was I right? I mean, there's a couple other things that you could, but we're not going to get into that. You're eating food, right? I knew it! I knew it! You're eating... Yes! We called it. Food was what has been eaten. Eatinged. However you want to say it. It is what has happened. Not sure, Kelly. That's definitely not normal. It should be letting you. There's been a little bit of bugs going on with it, but... Oh, wait, DLC store? Oh, it's because they disabled it. From what I can tell, it seems maybe it was related to some of the crashes, so they disabled it. They haven't actually confirmed if that's why they did it. They just said in a post that they were disabling it temporarily because of issues that came up. Oh, gosh. Oh, gosh. What was that? Ouch. That came out of nowhere. Holy. That was wild. That was the quickest I've ever had, like, a tickle in the throat just pull up out of nowhere. Like, I was fine, and then halfway through the sentence, just like, rip. There goes Crow. He's dead now. Yeah, it's just the post-cold cough. I've had this cough for like 2 weeks. You guys know how it is. You get sick with a cold or something similar to a cold, and you have a cough for a couple weeks after, usually, as your body's like finishing getting it all out of your system. It's just part of it. Just still a lingering cough. Sometimes it catches me off guard, though, and I don't expect it. Usually I turn away from the mic and you guys can't hear it, but that one, there was no turning away. It caught me off guard. Most likely, it could be up to a month in total before it goes away. I've had coughs last a month after getting better. This one's kind of looking like it's going to be like that. Probably going to be a month-long cough. It has been getting better recently, though. It's not happening as often. That guy and that guy. Okay. Oh, wow, Christopher, that's wild. Oh, that's not fun either, Kathy. That's not fun either. That's not good, Noah. That sounds like file corruption. That sounds like your save file got partially corrupted. Like, not fully corrupted, but enough to where it removed some stuff. What do you mean by events? What's my favorite snack? I don't know if I have a favorite, Garrett. There's so many. Same with, like, foods. It's so hard to pick a favorite food because there's just so many of them out there, you know? We killed 2 here. No, we only got 1. Yeah, it's not good, Starlight. I don't know why that would happen. Usually, if stuff just undiscovers itself, that usually is some type of... like, file corruption. What does main menuing do? It just makes the animals not be spooked anymore. So, like, if I go to the main menu after a run, it'll, like, ensure that they aren't spooked the next time I go through those zones. Because depending on how fast you go through all of your zones, by the time you get back there, they could still be nervous and not coming back to their zone. So you go to the main menu to ensure they will, and also to ensure that your respawns will come to the zones as well. Because sometimes the respawns are, like, far back. They're still trying to move to their zones. Oh, that could be it, Starlight. That's actually something that's very common. It's weird the way Steam Cloud works. From what I've seen, the majority of people that have it enabled, it doesn't carry your save files over. It's really strange. I think all it really does is, like, if it notices discrepancies between your local save and the one on the cloud, it will, like, update one or the other. I don't really know how it works. I don't use the Steam Cloud. I just back up my save manually every, like, 2 weeks or so. Every 1 to 2 weeks, I'll do a manual backup and just drag it to, or copy it to one of my other drives. But yeah, if you change PCs, that's probably why it didn't, save it. But But yeah, I wouldn't rely on Steam Cloud. It's not reliable in, like, transferring over information on games that also use a local save. Like, if it's a game that's 100% on the Steam Cloud for its save files, then you're usually fine, but with a game like Call of the Wild where it does local saves as well, it always seems like there's something that goes wrong. Like, I've had times before where my Steam Cloud tried to replace my main game, and that's why I've disabled it. Because there was issues with it saving. There's that mail there. Game kept freezing and task manager said suspended. Oh yeah, that's not good. That's really strange. Definitely sounds like there's some weird stuff going on there. Copied Call of the Wild from internal storage to my Seagate drive on my Xbox, and I don't know if that works as a backup save, but do it for peace of mind. That should. Because if you think about it this way, Kathy, like, if you saved it, even if it's a different platform, right, you can still, like, pull that save back from that drive if something happens to your Call of the Wild. So yeah, that would work the same. Yeah, Lane, it is. If you shoot solo males, it's 100% possible for them to spawn as a great one. There's 3.14, and we still don't have a respawn here. Oh no! Am I losing my respawns again? It's really looking like it. We're getting less males at our zones again. Oh no. It's so sad to see. Feels bad, man. Yeah, I remember that, Kathy. Did you miss anything? Not really. Not really. We haven't had a 5 yet today, which is actually a rarity for us. Usually we would have at least 1 by now. And no rares. We did get a level 1, though. No, Key and I haven't. I haven't played it as much recently. Just been so focused on this moose grind. Like, I don't have time to play many other games right now. I honestly will not be satisfied till I get this moose. Like, at this point, I'm so deep into it that I need to get it. Or else it'll feel like we wasted a ton of time going for it. Probably not for a while, Jimmy. Probably not for a while. I don't really like the black bear grind. Not a fun grind for me, so... Won't go back to it anytime soon, but maybe eventually. Kinda have to get into the mood for black bear hunting. Not sure, Jacob. Tonight's gonna be a second Call of the Wild stream. Yeah, I can tell you guys one thing. If we don't, if I go back to black bear great one grinding, it's not going to be just because we don't have it. It's going to be because I feel like I want to hunt them. It's the one grind where I just don't enjoy most of my time spent grinding for it. All the other great ones, I have at least a little bit of fun hunting. The black bear, no, it's just frustrating. Because I don't like waiting around for 3 hours before they get to their zones. No, Callie, I've been streaming. I haven't really had a chance to look at anything today on YouTube. You didn't miss anything, Columbia. It's been a slow day. Not really any trophies popping up. To be honest, Christopher, I have them so little that I really don't even remember the names of most of them. I don't eat a lot of, like, sweets. Primarily because, like, the sugar just hurts my teeth. Always has for years. So I just don't eat a lot of, like, candies or sweets. Come on. Let there be more than just one here. I swear, if it's just one male, I'm gonna cry. I feel like my moose are doing the same thing they did before. Say it ain't so. Say it ain't so. The moose are gone. No. What's gonna happen, man? What's gonna happen to these moose? Not sure, Ryan. I'm not gonna decide that until the time comes. Because at this point, it's looking like we won't get this moose for a while. Especially if they keep behaving like this, where some of the respawns just disappear. I've got another theory as to, like, maybe how we could trigger respawns. Wait, where is it? There it is. Okay. I got another theory that I could try. I don't know if it'll work or if anything will come out of it. But I'm wondering if we just drove an ATV around the entire map, I wonder if, like, not going to certain parts of the map and going in render, I wonder if that affects whether or not animals respawn. Like, maybe if we, like, go around the entire map, it'll, like, trigger them to respawn. Because we're, like, doing more exploration, you know? I've never really thought about factoring that into the possibilities of ways that things could respawn. Just travel to every spot on the map? Yeah, that too. I could just fast travel to every single, like, outpost. I'm willing to try anything at this point. Anything that we can think of to figure out why we just slowly lose respawns and then they pop up out of nowhere. There's got to be a reason for it. Unless it's just a bug. Which is also very possible. I guess it could just be a bug. Still got 2 males here. That's good. Yeah, Kathy, I've reported the issue that I ran into. It's hard to say if, obviously, there'll be anything done, because who knows? Might be something that's difficult to even find out about. I think they will, Zach. They're going to have to at some point. I know they wanted the first few to be base game animals so that there's a bunch on the base game. But if they don't eventually branch out, then they're going to be missing out on, like, a huge opportunity. They've said before that they will, but that it'll be, like, once there are a few great ones deep. Like, once most of the base game species have one, then they will branch out to others. So I would imagine we got another at least 3 great ones before we'll get, like, mule deer or elk or anything like that. When using muscle memory, how do you control your recoil so smoothly? I mean, a lot of it's just remembering exactly how far the recoil is going to kick your gun up. The other is getting the proper sensitivity on your mouse. I play at 950 DPI, as well as, where is it? 65% aim sensitivity. And that works really good for me. But a lot of it really is just getting used to the exact patterns of everything. Knowing exactly how far it's going to kick up. What I do is whenever I shoot, I pull down on the mouse right after I shoot to essentially just adjust for some of that recoil. You have to be a channel member, Kelly. Yeah, Mule Deer Great One would be amazing. Uh-oh, is there only one male here? I don't... Gosh. Is it happening again, man? Are we losing all of them again? Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah, I do want to see fallow. Fallow would be an amazing one, because Tiabaroa is a gold mine for fallow. Yeah, Daniel, I do. Oh yeah, if they ever release mule deer, I probably would never leave mule deer hunting. No, I never lose respawns on Leighton. My whitetail have been the most consistent thing I've ever had in this game. They are ridiculously consistent, like scary consistent. Moose are the only species that has been this bad with just randomly, like, fluctuating the population. Like, I think at this point it's pretty clear that they're not moving to other places. They are literally not respawning for hundreds of kills and slowly having more and more of them not respawn to the point where you lose like 20 or 30 moose. And eventually, something triggers them to start spawning again. We've seen it happen 3 times over the course of our 5,000 kills. It's definitely weird. No other species has done this. It might be a medved issue too, which is why I've thought in the past about maybe moving the grind over to Revontuli. To be honest, guys, maybe that's what we need to do. Maybe we need to move to Revontuli if we want to get our Great One. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, Nathan. Like, whitetail do respawn 100% of the time. The thing is, a lot of times they'll move around, especially early on in your grind. Sometimes it takes thousands of kills to get them to be consistent and always come back to the same zone that you killed the previous one at. That's the problem with whitetail, right? They have late drink, or they always arrive at their zones late in most cases, unless you're constantly spamming time resets. And they also, especially early on, the first couple thousand kills, you'll notice a lot of them will move zones every time you kill them. You'll have a lot of whitetail that bounce between zones, or sometimes even create brand new zones. But then, like, once you get it to a point where they're consistent, they are really consistent. And I think since our whitetail are so consistent, we've been able to see that they do always respawn properly. We've had at least 10,000 kills of them respawning properly and always coming back to the same places we killed them. Which is very different from the first 2,000 kills of that whitetail grind. Moose have been the complete opposite, though. Like, they always respawned properly early on. We always got our respawns back. However, they moved around a lot. And then as we've gone on, they are respawning less and less. Like, they're literally just disappearing. But when they do respawn, they're going back to the same places, and then eventually, when the respawn pool gets unclogged, they all come back at once, and it's in the exact places that we shot them. So, moose definitely are very consistent in the places that they respawn. They always come back to the same place you shot them once you get it to a point where you've hunted your map enough to kind of make them bounce around for the first couple thousand kills, right? And, yeah. The moose, they've been really consistent for me, like, in terms of, if I've got a male that's in a herd like this, and he's got 2 females with him, and I shoot him, he'll always respawn here. But there's definitely a problem with sometimes the respawns get stuck, and they just don't get pushed out for hundreds of kills. It's a very different situation than the whitetail. Whitetail have to be my favorite thing to hunt just because of that. They're really consistent. And the great one looks amazing for whitetail. Like, it just looks amazing. We got one down here still. Yeah. Like, right now, we still have plenty of moose to shoot each run, but if it gets any lower than this, we're going to be back to the same problem we had previously. Come on, buddy, turn. He's not going to turn. He's already down to attentive. This should be good. Unless she gets in the way. Boom. Deaded. Oh, that's understandable, Starlight. That's understandable for sure. It's not for everybody. It is definitely not for everybody. And honestly, I think that's one of the best things about Call of the Wild is you can play in so many different ways and have an awesome time. Whoa, Ben. Jeez, Ben. How you doing? Hope you're doing good. No trophies tonight, Rack Straps. We did get a level 1 to spawn, though. We made him a pet as well. We named him Biggie, you know, because Biggie Smalls, and he's a small moose named Biggie. I'm doing good, Buck. Little concerned about our moose. We're starting to lose respawns again. But other than that, I'm doing really good. Found all my zones. Don't know where to put my tents. I would recommend putting your tents like in an area where you can access a lot of zones. And just keep doing that. And then whenever moose or whitetail, whatever you're hunting, whenever it gets to a point where you're starting to see, like, some of them from the areas you're hunting depleting, move your tent to another area, and really, you just gotta keep doing that until you get the grind going consistent. Early on, you gotta make sure those tents can access, like, multiple zones. And then as you go further in your grind, you'll be able to kind of dedicate them to more specific zones as you kind of weed out the ones you don't want to hunt. You must have paused the stream, Owen, because we're not on break. Did somebody in chat say that we're probably, that he's probably behind in the stream? Oh, there we go. Never mind. Owen, he sees it now. He sees it now. Yeah, we're not on break. Lunar, how's it going? How you doing, Lunar? Hope you're doing good. Hope you're doing better than we are on this moose grind. This is brutal. Mega brutal. What's up, little feller? Of course, we gotta reload. I know, right, David? You know what's crazy, though, is before they made them guaranteed, we were already like 3,000 kills deep into this. No, Columbia, we haven't. Just through the internet. Just through the old interwebs. That's understandable, Kathy. Hey, it happens though, right? Just part of being a kid. I had to share with my siblings as well. If I figure out what 5 plus 5 is, you will get a great one. It's baby 5, because 2 5s meet each other, and we'll leave it at that. Boom. Ah, what? How did we miss vitals there? I mean, we actually got vitals. We missed heart, though. Can we hit the head? No. Well, feels bad, man. yeah, Nathan. Exactly. Exactly, they are. Yeah, still no new respawns here. Just Mr. 3.14. No, I don't, D. I don't have a Fabled fur type yet. Still just 3 commons. Bro hesitates as he figures out where he's going with it. No, I knew where I was going with it. I purposely cut it off because, you know, gotta keep it family friendly, am I right? Gotta make sure it's family friendly. $4K without a great one, so unlucky. It is short stories. I'm at like double the average right now. I am currently at like double the average kill count for a Moose Great One. Not lying, guys. I think we're gonna have to go to New England. Or, not New England, Rev on Thule. We might have to switch to Rev. Between the inconsistencies with respawns, where my moose are literally disappearing for long periods of time and then suddenly coming back, and the fact that we've had 4,000 kills on Medved, really thinking that we should switch it up, go to Rev, or New England, or Yukon, or something. I don't want to do Yukon because that river system is rough. But I really feel like Rev might be the way to do it. I mean, I can't really grind Medved if the respawns are this inconsistent, Nathan. I don't want to get down to having 8 moose to shoot in my zones again. And it's going in that direction. We've already lost like 10 the last 2 days. I don't know, Drawn. CJO was saying that Rev was really good for him. He was saying that they were super consistent with the respawns. Yeah, Nathan, like, every single one of our zones that we're hunting now has 1 male in each herd. Most of them had 2 yesterday. So yeah, we're just slowly losing them again. Yeah, it's kind of the general consensus I've been hearing, Dustin. Layton is honestly not bad either, but I've got the whitetail grind set up, so I don't want to take the whitetail grind down, so we're probably going to do Rev. Really feeling like Rev might be the way to go now. Herds are way more plentiful. The only thing I don't like about Rev, but I guess this is kind of a problem on Medved too, is the moose are everywhere on Rev. There's definitely going to be some lakes that I just don't hunt because they're too big. No, I'm not going to go to it now. I need to make a new thumbnail and everything, Zachy. I want to start it when I'm fresh, right? Like, we're over 3 hours into the stream now. Oh, CJO only hunt to the north? Probably what we'll do then. Ah! We got 2 males here now. Ah! We got one of our males back at this zone. Beautiful. Oh, that makes me so happy. Well, one of them is, Nathan. I don't know if they all will be. Hey man, I mean, like, when you're grinding like this, there's very little things that get you excited. I haven't had 2 males here in like 4 runs, so that was exciting seeing another one. Haven't seen many people play in New England. Is it a sucky map? Kind of. For grinding it is. New England is good if you're not grinding. It's very good for small game. But yeah, it's not good for moose grinding or whitetail grinding or black bear grinding, and the devs kind of made it out as if it was going to be a good grinding map. So a lot of people got kind of disheartened when it wasn't actually good for them. And the only reason that it's not good is because New England's got the largest amount of water, or at least one of the most amounts of water of any map in the game. And the moose and whitetail and bears can cover the entire map, be it any possible water zone. There's over 200 drink zones for moose on New England, so that's why a lot of people don't grind it. It's not a bad map, though. I've always kind of considered it to be like in the middle. Not the worst, not the best, just kind of somewhere in between. Hey, Louise, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. Hope you've been having a good day here. Where's the other male? There we go. I wonder if the spook range or spook radius decrease would make it better now. I don't know. That still doesn't change the fact that you got to go all over the map. For me, it wasn't the spook range that made New England not fun to grind. It's the fact that whitetail and moose are everywhere. They're literally covering every inch of the map. See what we got at this one. Grub on Thule good for whitetail. Yeah, it's considered to be one of the best. Oh yeah, definitely Starlight. I think if you enjoy like roaming around and just kind of hunting whatever you find, it's a phenomenal map for that. It's actually one of my favorites for multiplayer hopping. Like if I want to go into multiplayer and look around for some trophies, I go to New England a lot of the times. And yeah, it's one of the best small game maps in the whole game as well. The fox populations are amazing. Oh, you turned! How rude! That's the rudest moose in the world. I know, right, Kathy? Zacky'll hunt anything. Nice, Bryce. Have there been any diamonds? No, we've got really unlucky today. No diamonds. Why don't I use the 7 mil? Because it's moose. The 7 mil would kill them so slow. That's understandable, Drawn, definitely. New England's definitely a beautiful map as well. Yeah, it's understandable, Starlight. That's understandable. To be honest, that's kind of why I grind in the way that I do. Whenever I'm starting a brand new grind, like, I'm hunting them as I'm finding the zones. Like, I'm shooting every deer that I find as I'm searching for the zones. I know a lot of people like to only find the zones and then hunt after, but I've never done that. I've always just hunted them as I find the zones. Because, yeah, I get pretty bored if I'm not hunting something. If I'm not constantly shooting deer, I get pretty bored. What's my favorite animal on New England? Probably the gray fox and red fox, to be honest. I really enjoy hunting them there. Dex, thank you so much for the super chat, dude. You have any diamonds on your maps? No, I don't stack diamonds. We used to, but we haven't in a very long time. Oh, yeah, that's understandable. That does happen a decent bit. I think we're probably through most of the population resets. They did a lot of them for a while because they were doing reworks on all of the maps. But I think they've reworked every map, so that shouldn't need to happen anytime soon. Alright guys, I think that's going to be it for me right now. I have officially got burned out on moose for the day. We will return later with a whitetail grind though. We'll do a whitetail stream either probably 1.5 to 3 hours from now. 1.5 to 3 hours from now, and we'll do the whitetail grind. But thank you all for being here so much. Really appreciate it. And, yeah, we'll be back later tonight. And, yeah, thank you all for being here. Peace.